Alright, so here we are in the real time of the very first episode of Brixton Zoo. So you'll notice we're not actually at the Pronghorn habitat, or more, this is something I think I did, not in the speed build you didn't see. I made the entrance first, so we are in the parking lot. So how this is here, we have two parking lots, on either side, and I made these bridges. The guests don't use them because I couldn't get the path to go over them without it coming through or whatever. So you're supposed to, like, if you park here, you would go over the thing, and if you want to go that way, then you come down. Same thing if it goes away, and stuff like that, if you're going the other way. The guests don't really use it, so they just cut across. In here, obviously, we don't have functional cars or buses or anything like that, so it's no worry about getting run over or anything. Oh god, the camera is just, what is happening? It's kind of working. Alright. There we go. So, another thing I think I did it off camera or whatever, not in the speed build, is we did, oh my god, this camera is just, here, I'm gonna pause the game again and see if that maybe helps. Okay. So this is a little staff building I did earlier. I think this just has, yeah, it just has a few things. We have a couple staff rooms, I'm pretty sure, and we have a, don't know what that is. I used this, I've never used this before, which is like a cool little leaf design. I used one of the, it was like one of the roof pieces, and I just put it on the wall and it actually turned out really nice, so I didn't think it would. So moving on, we have these little stage structures, and this is how you enter this side of the park. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to divide up each side of the park by 3 different biomes each. So there's 6 biomes, main biomes, in total in the game. And I think, since we did Pronghorns, I think it's going to be North America for one. I think I'm also going to do Africa, and I think I'm going to do and something else. I haven't decided completely, I haven't like planned out this park at all, because it's just, we just started it, and I just wanted to start something new. I really wanted to use this Europe map with the fields in the back, new terrain tools. Again, one of the things I really hope for in a future update, when we get like 1.9 or whatever, is that we can choose the terrain tools, or like the terrain, for when we're picking a map. That'd be so helpful, because I really like the terrain here, but I would like to use that in like the mountain area. It would be so helpful if I did. So Frontier, if you're listening, please make that. I know a lot of other people want that too. So I think I'm going to divide this up. Here, so you have the little area up front where you come in, that's the entrance. So I'm going to have 2 different entrances. You can like buy a ticket to just this side of the park, or you can buy a ticket to this side of the park, or you can do both. So I'm thinking the main thing would be this would go to North America. This would go, actually no, I was gonna do aquatic things. So we're not gonna divide it up into places that often. We do have North America and we have Africa, so this is going to go to Africa. This is actually going to go to aquatic creatures. So this is going to be our semi-aquatic creatures, so king penguins, caimans, a lot of reptiles that can swim or deep dive. King penguins, African penguins, giant otters, the capybara maybe if we get that in the next coming update, which I'm hoping. I think we're going to stick with North America for now for like the first maybe 3 or 4 episodes, and then we'll switch over to the aquatic area because I really want to make like a king penguin habitat and stuff, because those are really my favorites. And also the giant otter. I have a really cool idea, a very cool idea that I had for the giant otter, so we're going to do that. Probably in like episode 4 or 5 probably. Okay, so let's move on to what we actually built in the speed build today. If we move forward, we have the pronghorn habitat, which is very nice to me. A nice little more simple habitat than one of the ones we've done earlier, like in Phoenix Park. Phoenix Park, each zoo that we've started, we have Yellowstone, this one, which is Brixton, and Phoenix Park. They all have their own style. Yellowstone and Phoenix have kind of the similar style because they're more modern. This one is going to be like a style, like a city style. So you'll see more of like a more limestone, more concrete, using more of those things to make it look more classy and like a fancier zoo. That's going to be the main difference from the last 2 zoos. So this is going to be a nice little area for the pronghorn. I used one of the blueprint feeders. I really like these things. These are really cool. These little hay feeders, so they don't actually, the herbivores don't actually use them, but it's really nice just to be a little realistic in your parks if you're making like a deer habitat. So I did pause the game. I don't know why it's still lagging. I guess that's just how the game is. You also notice that I added these little barriers with logs and stuff. I had to put the chain link in the back because if they did have babies, and some of them, the adults could also merge through them. So I also did that over there and at the back forest right there. There you go. So these are just to keep the pronghorns from escaping. But honestly, I really like this. It's a cute little habitat, just a nice little forest. I'm gonna also make this little bridge, just decorate it up. This, if you're wondering why it's not decoratable, we're going to be doing that in the second episode, and I'll talk about that once we're done going through. This is a staff area, so I'm pretty sure, I'm 98% sure I put a curb here underneath the terrain, so the guests cannot go over the thing because that's just for staff, and the guests don't really need to be back here. This is probably one of my favorite things of the build, the little house. It's one of the smaller things we've built, like for building wise, but it is so cool. I really like this. So one of the most realistic things I've done, because this is like the little area where the staff they would bring their materials in, and they could start like chopping up the fruit and stuff, and they can put it in here. I figured I also put like a few little berries and fruits and stuff for the pronghorn and stuff, as like the staff would probably just come in and lay them down. I also have these little shutters, so like they can close them off. I don't really need to do that because the pronghorn, if I put it back in the habitat, like if it took a trip to the vet or something and it comes back, I would have to open those up every single time, and that would get really annoying. So, I just left them open. And also here, the last little feature I made was the little bridge. I honestly don't think that they can use it, which is kind of sad. I'm very devastated, but honestly it's fine because they can also swim, so they can get here. I wish they did use the bridge. I could make some modifications if I was like that desperate, but honestly, it's whatever. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. Also, I didn't realize that this is kind of messed up underneath here, but you know, it's fine. No one can see that. I may add some final details to that later. Did the same thing back here with the logs, and we have lots of forest. And you'll see lots of forestry in this area. So I really do want to get back to the series and build the second habitat. In regards to what that is, I'm pretty confident that the next creature we're going to be doing is going to be the beaver habitat. Reasoning, because I like the beaver. In general, the beaver is something I have not really done a lot. I mean, we have made the beaver habitat like once in Phoenix Park. I have to add it to this park, and we have to add it to Yellowstone, because what would Yellowstone be without beavers? I mean, come on. Beavers are everywhere. Also, I don't know why this is... Alright, well, I've been trying to do this forever. Move, back. I'll see if it works. Here. There we go. It's sped up, and it's played. I'm hoping my game just crashed. Alright, let's see. Will it do? No. Alright. Anyway. I think that's good. I don't know when you can expect the next episode, but in episode 2 we will be doing the beavers. No idea when that's gonna be. Next episode, next week, we will be doing Jurassic World Evolution 2. We're going to be adding some herbivores to our park. the herbivore hotels. That's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do it for the Nigersaurus and the Parasaurolophus. If you don't know what those are, it's fine. You will find out on Monday. And then Friday, we're finally gonna have a new episode of Yellowstone. We're gonna add the moose into the park, and I'm very excited because I have not done the moose habitat ever. I've never made a moose habitat, and I am very sad about that because I really want to. So I can finally add the moose to one of our parks. Trust me, I have big plans for like a moose in all 3 parks, but I just haven't got around to it either way. Hope you all enjoy. And I will see you after the weekend.